Hello! If you are just tuning in and maybe you've stumbled across this and you have no idea who I am, I'm George and Erica Webber. I am the resident video games expert for The Gadget Show, and today we're doing a little experiment. We're going to try some live streaming. So I'm going to show you a game that I've been playing a lot and kind of try and explain why I like it, hopefully give you an idea of what the game is like, and if you want you can ask me questions. I will see them in the live stream, so I can chat back to you as well. Apparently a lot of people had this kind of same idea stuck at home to start streaming, so we're still waiting on some of the tech that would make this a little bit easier, but I am today using, courtesy of Razer, the Ripsaw HD capture card. That's letting me capture the footage from my Nintendo Switch and put it through to my PC, which I know I've mentioned my PC on the show before, but I'll mention it again. My special PC that I built for myself with help from Nvidia, who sent me the graphics card, which is a GeForce RTX 2080 Super. They also sent me the monitor that I'm using, which is really cool, an Acer Predator X27. And Intel helped me out as well. They sent me a processor. They sent me the i9-9900 KF, I think. Yep, KF. I've got a cheat sheet. And they sent me some SSDs as well. So thanks to Nvidia, Intel, and to Razer for making this possible today. Maybe I will stream some PC games in future. But for now, I'm streaming a Nintendo Switch game. I am streaming Animal Crossing, which is, you've presumably heard of it, the game that everybody is playing right now if they've been able to get hold of a Nintendo Switch, which apparently is pretty difficult at the moment since everyone's stuck in the house. Everyone wants a video game console. This game is really, really chill, so this will be quite a chill live stream. I'm going to show you my island, which is, if you don't know what this game is about, basically you play as this little human character that you can customize, and you move to a place. So this is the latest in a long series of these games. You move to like a town, or in this case, a deserted island, inhabited by animals, and then you kind of build a life for yourself. So you have a house, and you have a mortgage on that house, and you have to do things to get money to pay off the mortgage, but then you can upgrade the house, and you can get bigger rooms and, you know, decorate however you like and stuff like that. And then you can, in this one, you can also decorate the island, which is really, really cool. So I've been able to put all this furniture out here. You'll note immediately I've got these gold roses here. I've been playing this game every single day since it came out, so you might see some stuff that you don't have yet. I haven't been cheating, I haven't been time traveling, but I have been playing a lot, so I have unlocked quite a lot of stuff, including these gold roses, which you get from, if you get black roses, which I think you get from breeding two white roses together, or maybe two red ones, I have to check. But if you get a black rose and you water it with a gold watering can, which you get for getting a 5-star island, which you get for playing this game a lot, then you get these gold roses, which is really cool. And I'm just going to pick these because I have a recipe that means that I can craft things out of gold roses. So yeah, basically I thought what I would do is give you a little tour of the island that I've built up and decorated here. You get to pick like from different layouts of islands when you start playing this game. And I picked this one because it has this heart-shaped pond, which I will show you now. Oh, this is my school. One of my villagers on my island is a kangaroo, so she has a baby in her pouch, and I felt really bad for the baby because it never gets to leave the pouch, so I built it an entire school with lots of different subjects. So this is my heart-shaped pond. This is the reason I chose this island. It was a little bit bumpier when I moved here, but I got to, when you are later on in the game, you unlock kind of terraforming tools, and I got to make my heart-shaped pond more symmetrical, which made me very happy. And I've surrounded it by roses because I'm romantic like that. But yeah, I'll start at the beginning. I thought I would maybe run through some of my daily chores as well, because the thing about this game is that it gives you stuff to do every day. Like every day, some of your flowers might have grown, and you can water them and pick them and stuff like that. You also get fruit growing on the trees, and you can sell the fruit to make money, which you can use to pay off your mortgage. You also can do things like, there are fossils buried underground. Every day you have 4 fossils, I think, buried underground. And if you find them, you can donate them to the museum, which is over here. I don't know why I'm pointing. You can't see what I'm pointing at. So this is my museum, and inside there's this lovable owl called Blathers, who takes donations of fossils, but also fish, which you can catch in the rivers and the sea and the ponds, and also bugs. If you're watching this and you know this game already, then that's probably quite boring for you, but maybe you'll be interested to see my island. This is, oh, she seems unhappy. This is Carrie, who I was telling you about, who has the baby. Oh, okay, so the villagers have catchphrases, and one of my villagers wanted to change his catchphrase, my villager Rex, the lazy lion. So I told him to say buddy, because I thought it went with his kind of lazy vibe, but now my other villagers are saying it as well. So, sure. Oh no, actually, oh, I quite liked her other catchphrase. She used to call me Little One, which made me feel very small and delicate, which I quite liked. I've got, so there are different flowers on different islands. Every player has like a different fruit and a different flower on their island. Oh, we've got loads of questions. Oh, you're answering each other. That's cool. Is it available on consoles or just the Switch? Yes, just the Switch. The previous game in the series, well, I guess it depends on what you count. There's a mobile version of Animal Crossing called Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, which is not the same as this game, but similar-ish mechanics, although very kind of mobile focused. And then the previous kind of main game in the series was on 3DS, but it's been really cool playing this on Switch because obviously, weeds, because obviously I can play it on my television and handheld mode as well. I'm just going to pick this weed. So this is Phoebe. She is some kind of bird. I'm not sure what kind of bird. If you think you know what kind of bird, please let me know. Like an ostrich, maybe? She lives in a really cool house, which I can't show you, unfortunately, because she's outside. But her house is like, there's like lava wallpaper and lava flooring. So she basically lives in a lava cave, which is pretty cool. I have ants here because I have a spoiled turnip and, oh, a balloon. Hold on, I'm gonna get the balloon and then I will explain about the turnips and the ants. What's in the present? Every now and then you get these balloons that fly by and you have to shoot them down and they have presents and simple dots tea. Okay. I won't try that on now because I already got dressed this morning in my lovely yellow flowery dress, which I quite like. But yeah, I really like the clothes in this game. Basically, my whole house is just full of clothes. Yes, the turnips. So in this game, there's this system where you can try and make some extra money, and the money in this game is called bells, by buying turnips from a character called Daisy May who comes to your island on a Sunday. And the turnips are a certain price from her, and then through the week you go in this shop, Nook's Cranny, which is owned by Timmy and Tommy, and they will give you a different price for your turnips every morning and afternoon of the week. So for example, today my turnips are 105 bells, which is not very good, because normally you pay between 90 and 110 bells to buy the turnips, so that's not much of a profit. But I did just sell all my turnips on my friend's island, shout out to Ricky, for I think almost 500 bells each. So I made a substantial amount of bells on that, which is good. Which is also good because they were scattered all over my island, making it quite ugly, but now they're gone, so you don't have to see them. So this is my shop. This is the upgraded shop that you get when you're a little bit further in the game, selling lots of different things. I quite like this record player. I might buy this. I have a portable record player already, but it's in a different colour, and it's in my my study/library in my house, which I should show you my house. I'll show you my house, then we'll go around my island and we'll do some chores if we've got time. I have some tea as well. Because I wanted this to be a very chill stream. I've got tea and I've got cake. Can you see that? This is partly to make my fellow presenters jealous, because, whoops, I'm walking into a tree. That'll teach me to pay attention to cake instead of the game. Because one thing you might not know about me is that every week when we go into the studio, obviously we can't go into the studio at the moment, but when we could go into the studio, I would bake a cake for the crew. So this is my house. I've decorated, I've gone for a kind of very floral pink vibes, although with this little yellow, because I have peaches on my island. I got this recipe to make a peach chair and it has pink and yellow on it, so I wanted to kind of decorate my house in pink and yellow tones. But the study that I was mentioning, the study/library, that's in back here. Let's see. Someone says she's a phoenix, hence the fire environment. Yeah, I thought she might be. Phoebe the Phoenix. That makes sense. That dress is my favorite item in the game. Oh, I love this dress. Jess is the person saying that. I do love this dress, but there are loads of dresses in the game. I'm not sure if it's my favorite. I have to think about that. Yeah, so I've got this portable record player, but I think the one that I just bought will suit this room better. What do we think? I have to think about it. I like the brown, but the white seems a bit modern. Anyway, so this is my study. I had to craft this wallpaper, I had to collect 10 books, which took quite a while, because you can only buy 5 things from the catalogue each day. The peach chair is my most coveted. Jess, I will give you a peach chair. I promise. Someone says, so jealous of the cake. Also, your island is lovely. I'm not... So, I haven't actually tried this cake yet. If you look on my Twitter, you'll see that I baked it this morning, and it is not my usual kind of cake. It is a courgette and honey cake, and it's got wholemeal flour, and it's got hazelnuts and chocolate chips in it, and yeah, quite a lot of honey. I'll show you the rest of my house. Let's see. So this is my bathroom. What's your days played? Oh, I've played every day since it came out, so however many that is. Also hundreds of hours by this point, but at least, you know, it's for work, so that's fine. This is my bathroom, work in progress. I'm kind of going for like a brown and white color scheme, but I've got these blue hints as well, like in the plant pot and the clock and things. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I really like this bathtub, and I really like the fish on the wall. I think that's quite a cool touch. I've got a bidet, of course. I loved learning recently about the toilets, that if you eat fruit in this game, you get energy, and you need to get rid of the energy, because energy means that you smash up rocks and dig up trees and stuff, which you might not want to do. Then you sit on the toilet, and all your energy is gone, which I thought was quite funny. Okay, this is my kitchen. So, also a work in progress. I like the yellow. As my friend who was visiting the other day pointed out, that rug would be really annoying to clean, but it looks really good, and there are no crumbs in Animal Crossing. So, although I guess there are kind of crumbs in the spoiled turnips. This kitchen piece was very expensive, but nice and shiny, so I like it. I'm really into my kitchen in real life, obviously, thus all the baking, so I really, really wanted a nice kitchen in Animal Crossing, and I think it's okay, but it could do with some improvement. I like the cocoa plant. It makes me think of hot chocolate, which is probably my favourite drink. Gary says, sounds nice cake apart from the chocolate chips. I think the chocolate chips are probably the bit I'm going to like the most. I'm not much of a... I like things sweet. I have a sweet tooth. There is a way to look up days played by looking at Nook Miles. It's the last one on your list. Okay, let's have a look at my Nook Miles before I show you my Nook Miles. My underground basement. Let's see. So Nook Miles, for those who don't know, they're kind of like achievements that you get for doing various things on the island. It's a way, because this is a game where everything is so kind of undirected, like you kind of get to decide what to do for yourself and make your own fun. I guess with this version of the game, they wanted to give people some hints of how they might want to spend their time. I think it could be quite interesting if you are a completionist. I haven't really gone after any of these achievements specifically, apart from maybe 1 or 2. I've kind of just let them happen, but I could see if you're the kind of person who... We had a question in the Q&A that we did the other day about achievements and playing games for achievements, and if you're that kind of person, this might make the game a bit difficult for you. You might not find it as fun, but let's see, 40 days. Okay, so every day since it came out. I can't believe it's been out for more than a month. What even is time right now? This is my underground basement. It looks like this because I got a lot of cherry blossoms during cherry blossom season because I was playing a lot, and I really liked the wallpaper. I like how it's dynamic. You can see the cherry blossoms floating in the background, and I wanted a cherry blossom room. So I made this my cherry blossom room / guest bedroom. So if anyone stays over, then they can sleep in this beautiful cherry blossom forest and I guess have their fortune told. I had a particular friend in mind when I was making this room, my best friend. I think that they would quite like to sleep in there. Okay, and then finally, my bedroom upstairs. I like that you have this kind of attic room which is bigger than the bathroom and the study and the kitchen that I showed you before are quite small, but this attic room is quite big. So I've got this beautiful bedroom. That using this wallpaper I thought was really smart at first because it has the kind of pink and I like the stripes and the green of the leaves. But then I realised that it's one that basic villagers use when they move in. So now I feel really basic. But I also have this wonderful crafting corner where I have all of these objects, which basically all of them were given to me by friends who also play the game. That's one of my favourite things about Animal Crossing, is that you can send gifts to people and send them letters. And people send you things that remind them of you. So because I do sewing, as you'll know if you've watched the show, and follow me on Twitter, I tweeted about how I've worn a skirt that I sewed myself on the show. Because I do sewing, people were sending me lots of sewing related objects, which is really nice. Love all the themed rooms. Oh, thank you. I've only got 2 rooms so far. Yeah, I've been playing a lot because this is my job, and also I really, really like this game. So don't feel bad about only having 2 rooms. I think the great thing about this game is that you can play at whatever pace you want to. I've just been playing a lot, so that's why I have all the rooms. This rock, so there are a few rocks on your island, and if you hit them with a shovel you get resources. You get like stone and iron and sometimes gold, and you can craft things. And if you destroy a rock by hitting it when you've got energy, which you get from eating fruit, then it will disappear and it will reappear somewhere else. I cleared a load of rocks because I was making a flower nursery, because I am trying to breed particular colours of flowers. So I made this kind of beautiful flower field, and it had rocks in it. So I got rid of all the rocks, and they've been gradually appearing elsewhere on my island. So I don't think I want this rock to be here outside my clothes shop. So I might have to move that later. Let's see, what else? I will visit some of my villagers. Let's go see some of my villagers. We can't see Phoebe's house. Okay, so this is Fuchsia. She was one of my first villagers. So her house is really basic. Sadly, when your villagers move in, when you get your starting villagers, the ones that you start with, they always have really basic houses, I guess, to make you not feel bad about the fact that your house is also basic. But when villagers move in later on in the game, you can have up to 10. And when you've progressed a bit and you get more villagers, they have really cool houses, like Phoebe's house with the lava. Oh yeah, it's Nature Day right now. So there are kind of environmental themed achievements to get. Let's see, just joined. What console are you playing on? This is on the Nintendo Switch. Animal Crossing for the Nintendo Switch. Not the Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch, unfortunately. I'm trying to get one of those, but they're all out of stock. So Nintendo, if you're watching. I really like Fuchsia. She seems really cool. I like how she looks like she's got her ears pierced, but her house, this furniture is so ugly. But unfortunately, like I said, because she was one of my starting villagers, I think she's going to be stuck with this really basic house, but I don't have the heart to get rid of her. So I've been buying her things. Like I got her this denim jacket because I thought it looked really cool on her, and I got her this guitar because she seems like she'd be into rock music. But sadly, her walls will always be Crayola blue, and her furniture will always look like that, I think. This star on the ground is a fossil. I'm going to dig that up and go take it to Blathers. I've been collecting a lot of fossils though, so he probably already has it, but we'll see. Let's see. This is Carmen's house. I also gave her a guitar because she wants to be a pop star, but she's not in. This is Kid. He is... So the different villagers have personality types. He is a snob, I think. But I really like him. He dresses really well and his house is lush, so... he was actually... I got Beardo, who's this bear with facial hair, who I really didn't like. So I waited until... I ignored him, basically, until he wanted to leave. And then I replaced him with Kid. This is Spike. He's grumpy, cranky. He's cranky. Got confused with the seven dwarfs there. I think cranky basically means they talk like they're older. Like I caught him having a conversation with Fuchsia, I think actually. She was offering to help him work his phone, and he was like, I don't need help. I found the camera app, but I don't know where the film is. So that's the kind of level of dialogue that you get from cranky villagers. This is Margie. I think she's maybe my favourite, because she's really cute and friendly. She's the normal type, which again, very basic, but I really like her. I like her house. I can't show you because she's outside, but I made this the other day, this kind of, so I lined up all the houses in rows because that's the kind of person I am, and then these ones are beachfront, so I thought, I know, I'll make them like a wooden deck, and I've decorated it with the kinds of objects that they might have outside their house. So this is Carrie's house. She's got all these toys outside for her child. This is Mac's house. He likes sports and fitness. Ooh, okay, this is Bettina. She's going to teach me a reaction. So reactions are like emotes, so facial expressions that you can pull. So they're really useful for if you're hanging out on your friend's island and you don't want to type out a message, you just want to clap because they've got a really cool outfit on. So let's see, what's this one called? Fearful. That'll be useful. She looks cold more than fearful, I think, but that'll be handy. Okay, so that's Bettina. She has like a kitchen house. She doesn't have a bed, which is a bit weird. I might give her a bed, but her house is really cool. It's decorated like a kitchen. And yeah, this is Mac, who's sporty. Let's see. Are there any villagers you're trying to get? I want Raymond so badly. Oh, Raymond is the cat that everyone loves, right? The one with like floppy hair, looks a bit like a K-pop star. I don't have Raymond, and I don't really have any villagers I'm desperate for. I really wanted Carrie, but I got her because I had her in New Leaf, I think. Yeah, so sometimes you'll come across your villagers and they'll be crafting recipes as well, and they can share them with you, but I already know how to make a barbell, so I'll have to save this for a friend who doesn't know how to make a barbell. Villagers I like. My main goal was I didn't want Beardo, and I wanted all different animals. I know some people are trying to get islands that are like all cats, or I know someone on my Twitter has all, when they started, they had all octopi, which is quite cool. I guess I would have quite liked to have an octopus. They're my favourite animals in real life, or cephalopods in general. But I'm happy with the animals that I've got, which is why even though I know that if I got rid of Fuchsia or like ignored her until she wanted to leave, then I would get a villager with a better house, or Rex, for instance. This is Rex, this is his house. As you can see, it's very basic. There's mud on the floor. If I let him leave, then I would get a new villager, but I quite like him. I'm too attached. So, and Carmen's here as well. She is my, I think they're called Peppy. She wants to be a pop star. I did have two who wanted to be pop stars, and that was a bit much. I also thought they might come into competition with each other, and I didn't think that was a good vibe. So I let one of them leave. But yeah, Rex's house is a bit grim. I probably wouldn't want to hang out here in real life. Are you going to show how you can travel to other players' islands? No, I'm actually playing with the internet off. So I'm not going to do that. But if you want to travel to other people's islands, all you have to do is go to the airport, and you have to have a Nintendo Online. Is that what it's called? You have to have the Nintendo Online service. I know producer Karen was asking about this the other day. You have to have Nintendo Online, and then you have to go to the airport, and then you can visit your friends. Okay, so that's all the houses that I can go in. I might do some of my chores while I answer your questions. I'm going to water these flowers. I'm quite proud of this purple tulip. Yeah, so the flower system, that's basically, now that I've done a lot of the initial goals, like I got KK Slider, the musician, to come to my island to perform a concert, and I got my island up to a 5-star rating. I got the gold watering can. Now that I've done that, I'm working on flowers, and I'm trying to get hybrids. So basically, for instance, that pink flower here, this is a pink windflower. I got that from putting this red and this orange one next to each other and then watering them. And then the next day I had a pink flower. The reason I've got so many flowers in this field at the moment is that yesterday I had a bunch of friends to my island and they watered my flowers for me, which is very nice. So I'm going to water these flowers and hopefully they will make new flowers. I started off with an intent to not have duplicate animal species, but I am weak in the face of cute villagers. Yeah, I think I do find it quite hard to say no to the particularly cute ones. But I don't think I had... Oh no, I did. There was so the way that you get new villagers to your island is, I mean, there are a couple of ways, but the main way at first is to go to these things called Nook Mystery Islands, where you use the points that you get from doing the achievements in the phone to buy tickets to procedurally generated small islands that aren't inhabited. They just have resources on them. And if you've got an empty space in your village, then there will be an animal villager on that island, and you can invite them to come and live on your island. And obviously, if you don't like the villager that is there when you first go to a mystery island, then you can leave them alone, not talk to them, go home and go to a different mystery island, and there'll be a different villager. So I know that some people have been doing that lots to try and get a particular villager that they want. I didn't really... Oh no! See, gold watering cans last a lot longer than regular watering cans, but still, they do still break. So I'm going to have to go home and build a new gold watering can. Hopefully I've got enough gold. Loving the ants. Yes, so I have ants because so I talked about the museum earlier, where you donate things to the museum. You can see my absolutely crammed inventory now. That's all my seeds from trying to get all the hybrids. Good, I've got some gold. Okay, and then I think, is it softwood for the watering can? Let's see. Yes, softwood, and then iron, and then gold. Okay, softwood. I need some iron, softwood, and gold, and I can make my watering can. So the ants, yes. So the stalk market from buying turnips, if you don't sell them within a week, which I luckily did this week because my friend had good prices, but if you don't sell them within a week, then they spoil. And if you put one out on the ground, it will collect ants, it will gather ants, also flies. And that, I think, is the only way I've seen so far to get ants and flies. And then I donated them to the museum because I wanted a full collection of bugs. So that's why I have a rotten turnip in my town. I might pick it up now because I've already got the ants and the flies. Okay, flimsy watering can, regular watering can, and then make it gold. That is so much iron. Yeah. I've been playing a lot. My inventory is pretty crammed full of stuff. Let's see. If I know you in real life, you can have some iron. Okay. Watering can. Let's go water my flowers. Where did I get to? You can tell if they've been watered because they sparkle. And then if you have friends to your island, like I did yesterday, and they water your flowers as well, you get more sparkles. And if enough people water your flowers, you get a gold sparkle. I'm not sure if it does anything special apart from mean that you might get more flowers spawning. I need to pick all of these and move them elsewhere with my ongoing hybrid plans, but I'm not going to do that while you're watching me because that would be very dull. I hear rubbish can get them too. Oh, rubbish can get ants and flies. Oh, I didn't know. I haven't left rubbish lying around because I was trying to get a 5-star island. But maybe that's a good one to give a try because then you don't have to spoil turnips. And spoiling turnips is, you know, it's a waste of bells. Especially when you're deep in the stalk market like I am at the moment. Okay, that's all my flowers watered. I saw someone ask, yeah, if you didn't water the flowers, would they die? I don't think they die, but they wouldn't produce more flowers, and that's what I'm trying to do at the moment, is produce more flowers in different colours. So I want to make sure I water them. There's also, if someone runs over your flowers, then it doesn't kill them as far as I know. It just, it like picks the flower off. And because normally, like when I picked the gold roses at the beginning, if you pick a flower, it'll grow back. But if you run, and then you have it in your inventory, the flower, and you can do things like wear it in your hair or use it for crafting. But if you run over a flower, then it's as if you've picked it, but you don't get anything from it, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's all my flowers watered. I'm gonna show you the rest of the island now while I look for fossils, because I only got one, and like I said, I think there are 4 each day. I'm not going to water these flowers because I'm not breeding these ones. I'm just kind of letting them percolate through my island. But this is I've divided the flowers up into kind of biomes. So this is my hyacinth area, and then I'm kind of pitching this as like a holiday resort. So you've got the kind of gentle spa-like vibes over here, but then over here you've got like the garish kind of seaside resort area, where you've got snack machines and like changing rooms. You can go in the pool. You can't actually go in the pool though, because this game doesn't let you do that. Oh, Sahara! Okay, bear with. So Sahara, I didn't realise was on my island today. You get these NPCs who visit your island from time to time, now and then. And one of them is Sahara, and she sells, or he sells, they sell rugs and carpet and wallpaper. And because I want my house to be beautiful, I'm going to buy all the rugs. I'm also going to buy more rugs than I need, because you get tickets in exchange for the rugs, and then you can exchange the tickets for special wallpaper and special flooring. So this is going to be quite a boring exchange while I, for you anyway, while I buy rugs. I might try some of this cake as well. Let's see. Okay. It's okay. It's not quite... Like I said, I've got a real sweet tooth, so this wholemeal and hazelnuts and courgette is not my ideal cake, but I wanted to try something different. I've been baking basically constantly throughout this lockdown. I've had cake every single day, so I thought I should try something a bit different. I've made... What have I made? Lemon and poppy seed. I've made chili chocolate cake. I've made chocolate marble cake. I've made... What else have I made? Oh, I made a honey cake, which, again, I wasn't that into. Maybe it's the honey. Maybe I just don't like honey. Let's see. Medium rug. I hope I'm buying the right amounts of things. Please let us go to island. No, I'm sorry. I'm locked down. No visitors allowed. But I'm glad you like it. That's good, because I've been playing a lot. Okay, so I need 2 more large rugs. And then I should have enough tickets to get the mysterious wallpaper and the mysterious flooring. So this is the kind of thing I've been doing every day playing this game. I usually play it after I wake up. Well, I have breakfast first. And then, yeah, I go around my island, I water my flowers, I dig up fossils, I hit rocks to get resources out of the rocks, I collect fruit, and I go in the shops. Oh, I haven't been in the clothes shop yet. I'll do that as well. You can see what kind of clothes I like. Although if you watch me on the Gadget Show, you probably already know what kind of clothes I like. Okay, 1 more rug, I think. And then I should have enough tickets for the flooring. Peach stripes rug. Yes, deal. Sahara talks a lot. It's a bit of a pain. Tim says, oh nice, I made banana bread, cookies and cheesecake. Ooh, cheesecake. I love cheesecake. was it baked or was it a fridge cake? Because I love baked cheesecake, but I've never been able to make a good one myself. It's like the one thing that evades me as a baker. But I really, really like a baked rhubarb and ginger cheesecake is maybe my dream cake. There's a bakery in Leamington called Haddie and Trilby. They do really good baked cheesecake. Okay, I'm now just going to buy the other mysterious wallpaper and the other mysterious flooring, and then I will be on my way, and you won't have to watch me talk to Sahara anymore. Have you been playing anything else? Yes, I have. I've mostly been playing this, but I have also... I just finished playing Tangle Tower, which I've recommended a few times, but I really, really love that game. It's a mystery adventure game where you talk to people and you look for clues and you solve puzzles. And the talking to people is the best bit because it's fully voice acted, and a balloon, and the animations are really, really good as well. In fact, one of the developers. It's developed by SFB Games. One of the developers tweeted a thread recently about how they do the animations, and it was really interesting. So definitely worth checking that out. Let's see, what else can I show you? Oh, this is Money Tree Island. So every day, and I haven't seen it yet, but every day, as well as 4 fossils underground, there's also money buried on your island somewhere. And if you plant it again, then you get a money tree. And there have been disagreements over how much you should plant. So I know that you can plant up to £10,000 and you'll be... £10,000. 10,000 bells. I wish £10,000. You can bury 10,000 bells and then the tree that grows will have 30,000 bells on it. But some people that I know have said that they've buried 99,000 bells, which is the most you can put in a bag, and that they've got back 3 times that much. But I don't think it's guaranteed, so it might not be worth it. This is my, I guess, space rock. My story for myself here is that this is where the aliens landed. This is a shell table with shell chairs all in different colours because you can customise the things that you craft, which is quite cool. Ooh, that's a fossil. Okay, let's go get that. Can you bake different kinds of cake on Animal Crossing? We love a ginger cake. Ooh, what kind of ginger cake? I love gingerbread, but I don't know if I really like ginger cake. I don't really like sticky cakes, if you know what I mean, like a sticky toffee. I'm not really that kind of person. I like a... what kind of cake do I like? I like cakes that crumble, you know? That's another fossil. Fossil number... is that 3? Yes, okay, one more. And then... can you bake different kinds of cake on Animal Crossing? Unfortunately not. That would be good. At least as far as I know. I think there's maybe a cake that you can craft. I've seen other people have cake in their screenshots, but I haven't got that recipe yet, if it is a thing. But I know, so you have the fruit, and you can sometimes craft food type things with the fruit. Like I've got this infused water dispenser that you craft with some of each kind of fruit that you can get. But I haven't seen cake yet. Although there is cake when your villagers have a birthday. When you go around to their house, they have cake, which is good. Have you played Half-Life Alyx? No, I haven't. I should, and I do have a PlayStation VR. Do you play it on PlayStation VR? I'm not sure. But if you can, I do have a PlayStation VR. But I don't have a PC VR headset. And I'd quite like to get the best one before I try Half-Life Alyx. So I'm waiting until I get a really good headset. Okay, so this is what I was talking about with the money tree. So I've dug up 1,000 bells, and then I have to bury bells back in the ground to answer Roxanne's question. So I want to bury 10,000 bells. And you have to bury it in that hole, the gold hole that the money came out of. And then you get a sapling, and you can dig up the sapling and move it somewhere else. So if I look in my inventory now, that is a money tree. So I can move that to my money tree island, and in 3 days it will sprout money for me. This is my clean energy mountain. with my solar panels and my wind turbines. I'm collecting wind turbines, but I want them in different colours, and these are the only colours I've seen so far, blue and red tips. So if anyone has different coloured wind turbines, let me know. It's not on PSVR, sadly. Oh, that's a shame. I'd super recommend the Quest. Okay. I would quite like to try the Quest, but I would also quite like to try whatever the latest one is. I can't remember what it's called. Basically, I'm super into high performance gaming, which I know is quite silly and also expensive, but as you will have been able to tell if you were here for the beginning when I told you about my PC specs, I really, really like having the best possible tech. So I really want the best possible headset if I'm going to play Half-Life Alyx, so that I get the best possible experience. I know with some things, like, obviously I play the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch is not the most advanced games console, and it doesn't matter in that instance because these games are not supposed to be played on something super high powered. I don't need lots of power to play Animal Crossing, although it does make my Switch make a lot of noise, so maybe I do need a new Switch. But with games like Half-Life Alyx, I kind of feel like you want that powerful experience. Where is my last fossil? Oh, that's my forest, by the way. It was bigger, but Isabel said there were too many trees on my island, so I had to cut some down. I don't know where my last fossil is. Did anyone see it? If you did, let me know. Okay, Phoebe's looking grumpy. She got me a printed sleeve sweater. My villagers are obsessed with giving me clothes, which is lovely, but they rarely have the same taste as me. Oh, which reminds me, let's go shopping. And I will see if there's anything new in the clothes shop. How does Animal Crossing compare to Dragon's Quest Builders 2? I don't know. I haven't played Dragon's Quest Builders 2. Dragon's Quest. I haven't played it. I've heard it's good. Ooh, that dress is kind of cool. Okay. I'm just going to talk to Sable. If you don't talk to Sable, you should. Keep chatting to her. She gets friendlier. Okay, I'm going to do some shopping. Let's see. I've been streaming Alyx to the Quest from my PC over Wi-Fi and it works super well. Tried it on the Vive as well, but the cable is really annoying. Yeah, that's the other thing. My apartment is pretty small. So setting up a VR headset with cables and towers and things is not very realistic. I would give it a go, but ooh, I'm not a fan of these frilly sweatpants. Gonna give them a pass. I already have these cropped pants. I already have these Argyle vests, and I gave one of these shirts to Rex because I thought it was the kind of thing he would wear. But let's see, dresses. Lively plaid dress. It's maybe a little bit bright for me, but it's cute. I'm gonna buy that. Do I want to wear it? Not today. Oh, I didn't look at the shoes. Let's go back in and look at the shoes. How long have I been playing for? 43 minutes. I should probably stop soon. Okay, let's just look at shoes. And then, yeah, please, I'm going to wait long enough to see if anyone knows where my other fossil was. Because I can't stop without finding 4 fossils. No, I've got all of these shoes already. I've been doing a lot of shopping. The great thing about it, obviously, is that whenever I visit a friend's island, I also go in their shop and buy from their clothes shop as well. So that's really broadened the amount of stuff I've been able to get because it's different for everyone. So, 1, 2, yeah, I've only got 3 fossils. Okay. This is the annoying bit where you have to kind of look behind things. This is my picnic area, where I've got one of each kind of fruit tree. There's the infused water dispenser I was mentioning earlier, that you craft from different kinds of fruit. No fossils here. anything here? It's ants again. Nothing round here. There's not going to be anything on the deck. Nothing in my garden. Anything in here? It can be kind of annoying when stuff gets because you can't change the perspective. Like, you can change it up and down, but you can't change it left or right. So I can't see behind things. Is she sleeping? They. I don't know what gender Sahara is. Nothing here. It's probably behind a tree, which would be really annoying. Maybe it's in that big forest. Thing is, I've got most of the fossils, so it's probably one I've already got. But you know, just in case. I haven't hit any rocks yet either. Turns out talking while you do your daily chores makes the daily chores take much longer than they normally would. Nothing around here. I feel like this is going to be, as soon as I find this, we're going to end the stream. That's my goal. Find my last fossil. Although I guess if I don't find it, does that mean I have to keep playing forever? Hopefully not. Maybe I have some more cake. Maybe that will help. Weeds. It's not up here. I think. Oh no. Yeah, see, that's what happens when you run over flowers. I'm not too fussed, as long as they're not the ones in my special flower garden that I've been working on. Okay, anywhere in here. My cherry tree grove. Nothing here. Nothing here. Over here. It's this little island that I made so that I wouldn't have to have a bridge there. Which is, it feels like cheating even though it's not. Once you get the terraforming, you can do anything. Can't see any fossils in the woods. So many flowers. Yeah. I like the flowers. I'm still working on... There's the elusive blue rose, which is the thing that me and a bunch of my friends are trying to get. Which you have to do a load of crossbreeding. I don't know where it is. What's the betting? It's behind a house. Oh, I don't know. I don't think... Well, you can't... There's the... I know this from when I was planting the flowers. You can't put things right behind the houses. It won't let you. It doesn't consider it usable space. But I will have a look anyway. Doesn't look like it. Maybe it's behind this tree. No. Yeah, I guess that's the one annoying thing about... The one annoying thing. There are several annoying things about this game, despite how much I've played it and how much I love it. But putting things behind other things is one of them. Although at least I know in the previous games you couldn't change the view up and down like that. So, because I played a lot of New Leaf. So that's at least a benefit. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna have to leave it. Maybe I'll keep looking once the stream is over, and I'll tweet if I find it. But I think we're gonna have to finish there because I've been playing for a really long time and I didn't realize. Time flies. But thank you for tuning in. And if you want to see what else I've been doing for the Gadget Show on YouTube while we've been in lockdown, then if you head over to the channel, there are a few other videos on there. I did a Q&A, I did some news, and I did a review of a game called Moving Out as well, which is really fun. And definitely make sure that you subscribe to the channel as well, because there are all sorts of updates, not just gaming, but general tech as well. All of the presenters doing their own thing in their own homes. It's been really fun seeing what everyone's been up to, so make sure you subscribe for that. Thank you so much for tuning in though, and maybe I'll do this again sometime. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to stream, and make sure to tweet at The Gadget Show with your thoughts on today's stream, and follow me at Jericho Webber as well. All right, thank you so much. Bye.